Hey, what's up, everybody? We're gonna kick off a new series. I guess that's what we'll call it. Where I'm gonna go to every single fast food restaurant in America, every single one, every single franchise, and I'm gonna try out their strangest menu items. Now, to elaborate on that, um, I'm not talking about weirdest per se, because if you look at, fast food news, the past, like, I don't know, even just 5 years, a lot of these establishments are just trying to one up themselves. There's just such unprecedented fast food innovation that finding something that's weird, that's a weird novelty that they released for a limited time, that kind of happens pretty often. And it's one thing to look at a menu, see some crazy novelty item that's only around for a month, and think to yourself, yeah, maybe I'll just order that like this one time since it's gonna go away, and that sounds kind of crazy, right? But I don't want to deal with that stuff. I'm talking about the strangest menu items, the ones where you look at the menu at your favorite fast food establishment. I won't judge. But you look at it and you see that one item in the corner, and you're just like, who on earth is gonna order that? That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's the aim of the game here. Some of these, on paper aren't going to be super interesting, but we're gonna really think about like why whatever menu item I select is kind of just a really odd choice for the establishment in question. You know, like I get that there's dietary restrictions, or oh, your kid's a picky eater or something. You're a picky eater. Um, you got dragged somewhere you didn't want to go to, and you kind of just have to pick something that's gonna fit your diet the best. I get it, right? It's there are measures of being more inclusive on a fast food menu. I totally get it. We're gonna put that aside because I'm sure some of these items they're gonna be just to kind of fill in the gaps to reach a bigger audience, and some of them are just like, are you serious? Like who, why? Just go across the street, go to a gas station, pump gas directly into your mouth, unless you live in New Jersey or Oregon. Like, it's it's not worth it to have some of these items, probably. Not in a quality standpoint, just in like, this isn't going to be their A game. It's just kind of there. Yeah, that's the aim of the game here that I have designed myself and will be the sole participant of. So the first addition to this series, and it's definitely not because I just had a coupon in the mail. It's going to be Arby's. Arby's, the American fast food establishment that we all know and love. It might be the first in the alphabet. I didn't bother looking that up, so I don't know if that's true or not, but it starts with A. So, of course, for this series, I, perused the menu beforehand to figure out what exactly is the strangest item. And um, after careful consideration, let's say, I have to pick their gyro, the Greek sandwich thing. I'm me describing it as that is probably going to cause some wars to break out, but it's pita. It's got meat in it. It's got the sauce, the tzatziki sauce. I can never get that right. But it's a Mediterranean staple, and um, I'm pretty sure it's permanently on the Arby's menu at this point. They introduced it a little while back, and I guess it. just kind of became a mainstay. And I mean, gyros are like, they're pretty popular in the United States, but this is Arby's we're talking about. Like this is not a Mediterranean haven, so to speak. It's Arby's. They have roast beef in a lot of different combinations, and they have curly fries, and now they have gyros just on their menu. So I've had the Greek gyro from Arby's before, and I'll just break the immersion here. That's got lettuce, tomato, onions, tzatziki sauce, wrapped in a pita, and the choice of meat there is their Euro meat. That's what it says on their website. I traditionally I believe that's lamb. I'm not so sure Arby's is getting their hands on lamb. I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny that, of course, but it does seem like a bit of an oddity on their menu and for a fast food joint in general. So I'm not sure who's sourcing the Arby's lamb, but you know, it is their Euro meat, is what they call it. That's the Greek option. Um, and of course, it wouldn't be Arby's without the roast beef option. That's right, they have the roast beef Euro, which is the exact same thing, but instead of the Euro meat, it's Arby's roast beef. I don't know. I'm not going to disgrace the good name of Arby's, you know, but it's their roast beef is definitely something that's a point of contention for some people. So, um, you know, so we kind of have the colliding facets of there's the euro, the Greek euro on a very much not Greek establishment. That's pretty strange. Um, and Arby's roast beef, which is not strange for Arby's, but is strange for the euro meat. So with all that said and done, and throwing some bonus points to the fact that their euro just seems to be permanently on the menu, I got to give it to the roast beef euro at Arby's. That's got to be the strangest one, and we're gonna try it out right now if they got my order right. All right, so here we are with the Arby's bag, the A. Um, so let's see what's. Well, we know what's in here. We know what's in here. Looks like this is the roast beef one. And I did get like a normal one as well, but that's not the interesting one. So we'll take a look at this one. Let's see. Okay, lots of roast beef. It's upside down. All right. It's always a great start. Oh man. All right, it's sopping wet. It's but it is intact. So, here's the roast beef gyro in all its glory. You can kind of see the roast beef in there. It's very shiny and greasy and stuff. And yeah, there's a lot of tomatoes and onions in here. So um, I guess I'll stop stalling and we're just gonna try it out. Hmm. Yeah, that is very much Arby's roast beef. I mean, it's been a while since I've been to Arby's. I was kind of looking at it and was thinking, it looks a little different than all those years ago, but it hasn't really changed. Um, you know, All right. Mission accomplished. Please tell me there are napkins in here. Nope. Um. All right. So, I mean, it was fine, I guess. I mean, I'm struggling to remember what your average Arby's sandwich tastes like, but I do remember them being pretty heavy on the roast beef. So this was, you know, if anything, this was a little light on the roast beef because they're just trying to wedge it into a pita bread. Um, and I mean, yeah, honestly, you know, kind of like with their Greek gyro, as they call it, sort of the whatever lamb or lamb adjacent thing they use for that. It's kind of the same deal there. It's just like, the pita's pretty thick. There's a bunch of veggies. There's all the sauce and stuff, and like, you know, that kind of just masks the texture and the taste of the meat for the most part. Here with the roast beef one, when you do taste the meat, it's Arby's roast beef, and you just kind of hit with that reality, like the first few bites of mine was just mostly bread and vegetables and sauce and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm having a gyro, wow. And then I, oh man, excuse me. Then I just get into um the roast beef part because it's kind of concentrated more towards the center, and there's just the big wad of roast beef, and then I take a bite out of that, and I'm suddenly brutally aware that this isn't a traditional Greek gyro. No, I am instead eating Arby's. Um, and then I have to deal with that reality up until towards the end, where it kind of just becomes like bread and sauce again, and then I just kind of forget about the kind of weirdness um, of that gyro. So you know, I mean, it's fine. Like I mean, I would definitely say if you want a gyro, A, maybe don't go to Arby's. B, if you wind up at Arby's, the Greek one is fine. It's pretty passable. The roast beef one is just like, I mean, it's just not as good, and it's just roast beef covered in that kind of gyro dressings, and it doesn't not work, but it's not really mind-boggling or anything like that. So, you know, you won't die. I mean, none of this will kill you immediately, or they wouldn't be open for business, or at least they wouldn't be branded as a restaurant. Um, so that's that's Arby's roast beef gyro for you. Um, see what's in store next time. See ya.